What's going on, everyone, and welcome to How to Mod Balatro in 2025. So my old How to Mod Balatro video is a bit outdated because it did not go over the key development in the lovely injector that really has kind of changed the basis of modding for Balatro moving forward. Steammodded is still very important for almost all overhaul mods, but if you're just looking for UX mods such as the Saturn or Brainstorm, you really could just run that on the lovely injector itself. In this video, I'm going to explain how to install both, as well as to clear your game files if you followed my old tutorial and you installed Steammodded without lovely injector. So first, let's go over that, how to clean your game files. Well, it's pretty simple. You go to Balatro, you go to properties, you go to installed files, and you hit verify integrity of game files. So wipe out the current mods you have, the current situation that you have with all of your mods. But note that this could mess some of your save files up if you attempt to do it while you're still trying to play a run, or you had a run started with a certain mod and then you do this. So just be careful and take note of that. The first thing we're going to do is download the injector, and the injector, I wouldn't use the code up here. Go to latest releases, click here, and then download the Windows release. So once downloaded, you can go ahead and hit show in folder. It's going to be right here. We're going to extract the file. I use 7-zip to extract my files. You can use whatever you need to. For some reason, my extract here doesn't always work. Sometimes I have to tell it where to go. But this is going to give you the version.dll, and you need to put this into your game files. So we're going to go back over to Steam. We're going to right click on Balatro. We're going to hit manage, and then we're going to hit browse local files. And this is where I am going to drop the version.dll that you found right here. I already have it installed, but it's really as simple as taking it and putting it in the Balatro game files. The next thing you're going to do is make your actual mod directory. So the way we're going to do that is hit Windows R. You're going to put this %AppData %/Balatro. You can find it on the instructions for the lovely injector. Hit OK. Right click, create a new folder, and you're going to title that folder mods. And there you go. You have the mod folder set up. So the next thing you would do is either start to install UX mods, or more likely install Steammodded. So we're going to now go over that tutorial. Steammodded, also pretty straightforward. You're going to go ahead and download the zip. It's going to be in here. We're going to open the file. We are once again going to extract said file. Extract files here. You are now, once you have that file extracted, going to take it and put it in your mods folder. So I'm going to just drag and drop it. One thing to make sure is that this is only 1 deep. So sometimes when you extract files, you'll click on this, there'll be another file called smods main or Steammodded main, and then it will get to the code. You want it to be only 1 deep. And there you go. You have Steammodded installed. You have the injector. I always like to test at this point that it seems to be running. So you just go ahead and hit play on Balatro. A second window should pop up, which is that lovely injector injecting modded code into your game. If you installed it correctly, you'll have this mods tab. You click on that mods tab, and this should have mods that are working. If you want to head over to your mod directory, you literally can by clicking the list activated mods. Sorry, OBS is having a little bit of trouble capturing it, but it'll bring up your directory. So now let's go ahead and install the Pokermon mod as a little example. So I'm here on the Pokermon GitHub page. I'm on their 2.6 release. I'm going to go ahead and download the Pokermon main zip, and you are probably used to the process at this point. You're going to go ahead, you're going to extract the files. You're going to put them in your mod directory. And by the way, I highly recommend just making a shortcut for your mod directory instead of having to search for it or open up Balatro to open up the file. I have a shortcut on my desktop for it. But we go ahead, we're just going to paste the Pokermon mod in here. Once again, making sure it's only 1 deep. And then we're going to launch Balatro. And if everything worked correctly, especially with Pokermon, you're going to know right away because you're going to start seeing Pokemon cards floating everywhere. But you can go ahead and go to the mods, list of activated mods, and we have the Pokermon mod. And that's it. It is not too complex of a process. Now, the more mods you add, the more you dive into this, you can run into bugs, you can run into issues. There's even issues with titling of mods and mod folders. So something like Cryptid and Talisman have to have very specific titles of the folder when they're in your mod directory to work. So make sure you're reading through the GitHub pages when you're attempting to install mods. But this is how you install mods in 2025 using the lovely injector with Steammodded, of course. And if you have any questions, let me know. Lately, again, I have been not using Steammodded because I've been playing a lot of vanilla Balatro, but I've been wanting to use UX elements like Saturn and Brainstorm. For that case, you technically don't need Steammodded installed. You could just have that lovely injector, make your mods folder, and add Brainstorm, add Saturn, and they will both work without this little mods tab. And they're made to work without the mods tab. But again, Steammodded is there to help more of those overhaul mods, help with scoring and changes like that. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, drop them down below. I'll do my best to answer. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to provide as much information as I can. I will link down to a bunch of Discord tutorials and guides and conversations if you do have any issues. Hit subscribe if you've been enjoying the Zaino content, and hit the like if you like, dislike if you didn't, and we'll see you for the next one very soon.